But I wouldn't state we're the next slush or a 15K event or whatever. We're staying roughly between 1,000 to 2,000 people. Then we make sure that everybody still can connect with everyone if they want to. So we have a relevant room of people. That's our main goal.
Welcome to the Startup Passport by Frontwalker. Today we're joined by Robin Hoogstraten. Thank you very much for joining. You're the co-founder of the Upstream Festival, and of the day of the recording, we are one day before. So how do you feel?
Excited, really excited. It's nice to see things coming to life.
I guess you have been working pretty hard, of course, the last month already, and for a long time. But then especially the last weeks. It was your birthday a few weeks ago, or not so long ago. And well, you said, well, I don't have time to celebrate my birthday, so just gonna invite everyone to come tomorrow, and maybe after everything is done, you have some time to celebrate. So how does it feel when all of the effort goes into one day itself of the Upstream Festival?
Well, it's new for me because I used to do something way differently. I owned a crowdfunding platform before, so now organizing these events, it's a lot of working towards that one day, which is really fulfilling if the day's done and on the day itself and up front. So just before starting it, it feels a little bit unreal. Like you never know how many people are joining, who are joining, but yeah, it really feels good to do so.
And this year it's the first time that Upstream is independent, right? Of Up Rotterdam. How was that process for you? How did you feel during making it independent? And now, what are some kind of changes that were possible because of that, or maybe had to happen because of that?
Well, the whole reason to get Upstream independent was because the market could take it a little bit further than we would now have been able to do so under Up Rotterdam, because Up Rotterdam is, of course, quite Rotterdam focused, as the name already states. So with some people from the market, we actually took on the opportunity to make it into the private entity. And at first, there was also a little bit of a question like, okay, how is this going to be perceived by the market? What do people think? And we got so much support at the moment that what we actually announced that we were going private. That was extremely positive to see. A lot of feedback, a lot of good things, people who wanted to help, to join. So it has been a tremendously good experience up until now. And we're going to see tomorrow if it all worked out for this first one.
And what is your opinion now that you work so much with entrepreneurs and with the ecosystem in Rotterdam? Also, what you mentioned before, you worked for Sumbit before, right? And there was the world's first equity crowdfunding platform, and it was based or made in Rotterdam, right?
Yeah, correct.
So what's your take on the entrepreneurial ecosystem in Rotterdam? How has it been developing over the last couple of years?
Yeah, it has been developing like crazy. So when we started with Simbit back then, it was like 2011. Rotterdam was still really low on the startup ecosystem, I would state. And because of initiatives like Up Rotterdam, but also initiatives of partners, investors, and all kinds of companies really dipping into the ecosystem and taking it to the next level, over that couple of years, it really grew into a significant ecosystem. I think deep tech-wise, last year it was even the best ecosystem in Europe. So there's a lot of cool development happening. A lot of partners getting involved now as well, which is needed because we can't do it alone. So it's really positive on that end. Way more vibrant than it used to be 10 years ago.
And what do you think makes up a good entrepreneurial ecosystem? What do you think was one of the reasons that in Rotterdam it grew so much? Is it the people, the companies that are coming? Is it maybe that you collaborate with education institutions that they help building the new generation of founders, or is it really just the ecosystem? What do we have available in the city and maybe the municipality? Are these all things that play in, or is there something that you can point out that you think is most important?
Well, I think it's most important to be vocal about it, so that you are talking about it, that you show what's happening in a city and you show who's able to help. And I think that's the second thing, which is really important. There are not people who are in there to win big or to earn a lot of money. They're there to really boost that ecosystem. And with that more unselfish way of working and gathering together, not doing it alone, but really gathering a large group of people, that's what I think was the big success of boosting the Rotterdam ecosystem, which happened by some great people and some great companies. So it's really teaming up. Of course, the city plays a vital role as well.
And how much does it help that well now you're one of the founders of Upstream, and obviously now it's also independent. So how much would you say that your not only a founder, but then also an ecosystem builder. Would you say you're a founder, or would you say you're ecosystem builder in that sense? Because they're kind of both, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of both. I would state that if we're looking to our own terminology for Upstream around founders, we would not be a founder. So founders, in our opinion, are people who own a company with a scalable business model, innovative business model. We're not so innovative in that sense. So we're more of an ecosystem builder, but then an ecosystem specifically stated on early stage startup founders. So we're founder-centric, and we happen to own the entity, which makes us technically a founder, but let's state that the ecosystem is more of our role to play.
But then on the other hand, you are you can grow with the festival. So you are scalable. So that's one part of the definition, I guess, that is still ticked. What are the plans for the future already? Because, well, you just went independent. You don't know how tomorrow is going to go. But do you already have any plans?
We do have quite some plans. So we already changed a couple of things with more focus in the festival. So we have a couple of teams, which you also see coming back in, for instance, the NL Startup Competition and on the venue itself. So that's one of the things we did. We're choosing more teams. So health, sport, and energy, that's the broad teams. So we want to continue with that. And I think one of the most important things is our curation. So what we really try to do is that every ticket which comes in is manually checked if that person is who he or she tells they are. And then we check if they really add value to the venue. So scaling, yes, we can scale, but I wouldn't state we're the next Slush or a 15K event or whatever. We're, I think, staying roughly between 1,000 to 2,000 people. Then we make sure that everybody still can connect with everyone if they want to. So we have a relevant room of people. That's our main goal. And a little bit more international might be fun as well.
So in that sense, quality over quantity.
Quality over quantity, yeah, that's the magic word.
And well, to finish this interview, we have a few, well, we call them quick fire questions. So some of them are, mostly this or that questions for you to pick.
Okay.
The first one is crowdfunding or venture capital investment.
I really need to pick, or
You
I would say combine. But
combine?
Yeah. So it's both. Never one or either standalone venture capital, crowdfunding combined with VC.
Next one is being mentored or jumping in the cold water yourself.
The latter, jumping in the cold water yourself. You can always find a mentor after.
Due diligence or gut feeling.
Ooh, nice. I'll go with gut feeling.
One big race or multiple small rounds.
Multiple small rounds.
Multiple small rounds. And then, well, festival or startup.
Festival for startups.
And then, well, one of the last things. You said that startups are like barbecues. That's what you can find online about you. So gather great people, build from scratch, and watch it grow. So the question is, when you throw something on the barbecue, what is it? What's your favorite thing to throw on the grill?
Ooh, I like low and slow, so I'll go for brisket. It takes time to prepare.
There we go. So hopefully after tomorrow you have some more time for that. Robin, thank you very much for joining, and best of luck for the Upstream Festival.
Thanks a lot.